Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I want to talk to you guys briefly about medical equipment and prescription medications. Now, if you are on a CPAP machine, an oxygen concentrator, something along those lines, if there is a natural disaster and you are left without power, those things will not run. Make sure that you have a way to run at least your medical equipment. It would be ideal if you had something that you could alternate and run a freezer, refrigerator, a window unit, air conditioning, a fan, a couple of LED lights, something like that. Alternate everything throughout the day. Nothing that generates heat because that is what really taxes generators. So you would do your wrap your refrigerator, for example, wrap your refrigerator in blankets, crank it up and run it, don't go in and out of it, and probably run it about every 4 hours, and that will keep everything in there nice and cool. You should make sure that you have a way to power your medical equipment. Now, why did I talk about refrigerators in this instance as well? Well, if you are insulin dependent, you're really going to need a way to keep that insulin cold, because the longer, and you know this, the longer you are without refrigeration, your insulin degrades. And so you'd have to use more to get less results, or not even the same. But it would be problematic for someone who is insulin dependent. Now, that segues nicely into prescription medications. Make sure, with all the shortages and all the back order items that we've all experienced over the past few years, make sure that you have at least 1 month of prescription medications, preferably 3 months. Insurance companies are coming around to the idea that 3 months of medications is not unreasonable. And a lot of them will cover 3 months of medication. I know mine does. I have mild hypertension, high blood pressure, and so I get my prescription every 3 months. And the nice thing about mine is it is so mild I can control it with exercise and diet. That helps a lot in my case. It may not in every person's case. And while we're on the subject of prescription medicine, let me tell you, I am not a doctor. I am not your doctor. So check with your doctor if you can get these medications. Now, obviously, they're not going to prescribe you 3 months of any kind of painkillers or anything like that. But make sure that you have 3 months. If you're on a medication for your heart, something like that, you really need that. And again, insurance companies are coming around to the idea, with all the shortages, that you can do that and it does not raise any red flags. Something also you might want to consider, if you use any kind of tubes, GI tubes, bags, anything like that, urinary catheters, make sure you have a good supply of those in as well, because it can really be a problem in a disaster when supply chains have been interrupted. And we're not talking about the weird stuff or anything like that. We're just talking about regular thunderstorms, outages, ice storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, stuff like that. Make sure that you have those stored away on hand, and where you're able to get to them for every person in your household. Now, you might have to pay out of pocket for some of the medications, but you know, in my opinion, it might be money well spent. And you might have to shop around. If your doctor is not amenable to you just having 3 months of medications, maybe you need a different doctor. That might be something to consider. We're not going to talk about regular over-the-counter medications or anything like that, or first aid, pieces, parts, equipments, anything like that. All this is medical equipment and prescription medications. I hope this helps. Think about it. Have I missed anything? Have I left out anything on this end of preparedness? Think about it. Leave it in the comments below. If you like it, hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Take care of you people, guys.